As a professional voice actor, your job is to get audition opportunities. That is the lifeblood of any professional career. Is the more auditions, the better chance you have of getting work. But beyond pay-to-play sites and freelance sites and that kind of thing, how do you get the most opportunities? And I'll tell you right now, the answer is direct marketing. A lot of new voice actors, they sit around and they just wait for auditions to come, maybe just through their website. But you have to go out and actually get those audition opportunities. It's not like it was back in the day when you had an agent who would just feed you opportunities when they came and you could just sit back and wait. So today I want to show you the best ways to direct market your voiceover services to possible clients. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this out right away, and that is that you have to have a professional demo and a good website first before you can do any sort of direct marketing. One of the biggest mistakes that new voice actors make is going out and direct marketing a DIY demo. In other words, a demo that you've kind of just cobbled together yourself versus working with a producer to put something together that is professional and competitive. Okay, there's a lot of different ways to market your business, but there's one way that I think most voice actors use that far beats everything else, and that is email marketing. So I'm going to put a challenge out to you today. As long as you have a good pro demo and a good website, I want to challenge you to reach out to at least 5 people today via email. And you're probably saying, okay, I'll try it, but how do I find the right people to reach out to? Well, this is going to sound really simplistic, but it really is as simple as Googling content creators. And it can be things like, e-learning producers, commercial producers, anyone who creates content that could possibly use voiceovers. Hey there, my name's Mike Hathcote. I'm a full-time voice actor, and I run the Voiceover Blueprint YouTube channel and training program. Here on this channel, our goal is to give you zero-cost information on how to grow and sustain your voiceover business. And if you want to dig a little deeper into how to become a voice actor, I host a weekly webinar on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, where you'll be able to understand the steps that you need to take to get into voiceover. You can also ask me questions live on the call. It's absolutely free to join. And if you show up, I'll throw in a copy of my book, The Voiceover Blueprint. You'll get the downloadable PDF as well as the audiobook, plus 4 free additional gifts just for showing up. So if you want to click that link down below, sign up for absolutely free, and I'll see you then. All right, before we get into the best methods other than emailing, I want to go over a few mistakes that a lot of people make when it comes to marketing your voiceover business. The first is relying only on platforms to get work. And I mean platforms like pay-to-play sites, freelance sites, creating profiles on those, and then just sitting and waiting for opportunities. The next mistake is overthinking instead of taking action. So you've built your website, you've got a professional demo or demos, and you've got everything set up and ready, but then you never reach out to anybody and you expect people to come to you. And while that may happen just once in a while through your website, if you don't show people what you can do for them, they'll never know about you. Okay, we talked about it a second ago, but I'm going to start with the best way I think, and that is email marketing. And email marketing is the tried and true way to reach out and get on people's radar. Some of the places you can reach out to are places like production companies and agencies and businesses that could possibly use voiceover work. One of the worst things you can do when you're doing email marketing is being too generic. Just copying and pasting the same, email one after another, and not personalizing the message to that person. The best way to do this is to research them on Google or another search engine, look at their website, find out if they use voice talent first, and if they do, look at something on their website that has voiceover, and then mention that in your outreach. That little personal touch goes a long way. Now, one big mistake that a lot of people make when they're doing email marketing is attaching their demo to their email. Instead, you want to put a link to your website, and this is for 2 reasons. The first is if someone gets an email from someone they don't know and it has an attachment to it, the likelihood of them opening it is slim. But if you reach out to them, you introduce yourself, and you put a link to your site, not only can they feel a little more comfortable about, going there, but they will also be able to learn so much more about you and what you can do for them versus just listening to a single demo. Okay, the next big way to do your direct marketing is on social media. Do not underestimate the power of social media when it comes to building your brand, showcasing maybe recent jobs that you've gotten done, maybe new clients that you've picked up. But social media can be a huge opportunity to reach out to people who you may not ever see otherwise. The number one social media site that I've found to be the most successful is LinkedIn, because since it's a more business-centric platform, you can actually go on there and do searches for the kind of people who would be likely to hire voice actors. What I usually do is if I reach out to someone via email, then I try to find them on LinkedIn, and then I can kind of, tag team it there where I reach out one way and then I follow it up the second way. They know that I've been doing some homework about them, and they're more likely to engage in a conversation. All right, the next thing that you can do to direct market, and this isn't done quite as much anymore, but it still works, and that's good old-fashioned smiling and dialing. And that's just picking up the phone and calling the people that you've researched on Google and actually getting somebody on the phone. Now, if you want to do this, and I've done my share of it, but if you want to do this, make sure that you're doing this in, business hours. Don't try to bother people, after hours. And this is why I have switched more from doing cold calling to email marketing, because at least with an email, they can get back to you on their own time, and you're not really kind of blowing them up in the middle of their workday, because a lot of these people are, solopreneurs or mom and pop shops who are out in the field, doing production, and I don't want to be just, bothering them in the middle of the day. Okay, here's the real key to any direct marketing. I don't care if it's email or phone calls or social media. It's all about volume. And I'm not talking about volume. I'm talking about numbers volume. The numbers have to be high as far as how many people you reach out to. Earlier I gave you the challenge of reaching out to 5 people a day. Well, that's just as a start. You should be aiming for 20, 30, 40 people a day, depending on if you're doing this part-time or full-time, whatever your day allows. You'll also need to get used to not hearing anything, because that's going to be what happens most of the time. You just won't hear anything. But every now and then you will hear something, and most of the time, if they do reply back, it's in some sort of positive way. Every now and then I'll get a reply back that says, take me off your list or whatever, and that's fine. But if they're going to reply back, most likely it's going to be in some sort of way of, hey, you sound great, we'll add you to the list or something like that. And of course, the ones who do reply back, you want to keep track of in some sort of a CRM or some way to manage all those contacts. I tell this story a lot in the blueprint, but there have been times when I've sent out an initial email and even subsequent, follow-up emails and never heard a thing until years later. And I mean years later, like 3 or 4 years later. So just because you're sending out an email or reaching out in some form or fashion doesn't mean that they have forgotten you. They could just be putting you aside for a time when they actually need you. I've gotten replies back from my very first email several years later, and they've said, okay, we've got something for you. So it's all about planting seeds, right? You just plant a lot of seeds. Maybe not all of them are going to take hold, but a lot of them will. And especially if you have, good demos, a good website, you're professional in your outreach, that's going to really increase the chances of someone reaching back out. And this is the kind of thing we're going to talk about this Tuesday night at 6 p.m. on our free webinar. So if you haven't signed up yet, jump down in the description and pin comment and sign up for that free webinar. And remember, I'm also going to throw in a copy of my book, The Voiceover Blueprint, just for showing up. Hope to see you there. So now I hope you can, instead of just sitting back and waiting for people to come to you, if you want to do this full time, it is absolutely critical that you go out and do the marketing yourself. Ask any professional voice actor, and they will tell you that that is the way that they've built their business. Well, thanks again for the good hang. I appreciate you being here. And if you like this kind of content about voiceover, then drop a like or subscribe and hit that notification bell. And drop a comment, too, if you have any questions about it. And I'd love to answer those. And I read and reply to every single comment. So feel free to do that. And we'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, I know I mentioned in this video that you have to have a professional demo to do direct marketing. But where do you get work without a professional demo? Well, I put an entire video together about that, and you can check it out right there.